Dear all, in this message, I'll talk briefly about myself in relation to my work, my country's Arab Spring, which has already turned into a hot summer, and I will conclude with a humanitarian appeal. My name is Sayyid Jallal Naaser. I have joined the Shura Council, the upper house of Bahrain's parliament, just after the country was declared a kingdom in 2002. I was the first IT professional to be recruited in the General Secretariat of the Shura Council. At that time when I was recruited, the Shura Council was still using this type of old-fashioned cassettes to record their proceedings. And almost all of their operations were done manually. I have put the first strategic plan for the implementation of information technology in both of the houses, as the lower houses at that time has not been elected yet, and their building was under construction. After establishing the IT infrastructure, I have been awarded a Chevening scholarship to study in the UK. The Chevening scholarship is funded by the UK government, and by means of this scholarship, I have finished my master's degree. During that course, I have devised a leading e-parliament model that I have implemented in the Shura Council. Al-Ayyam newspaper published at that time that the Shura Council, an article titled "The Shura Council is to implement an e-parliament model," in which they have described my e-parliament model, the one that I have devised. At that same time, I have presented my master's thesis. I have also presented my thesis to the chairman of the lower house, who is also the chairman of Bahrain's National Dialogue, Mr. Khalifa al-Dhahrani. During that same era, I have visited many parliaments to learn from their best practices in boosting the parliamentary operations, especially by means of information technology. For example, I have visited the Australian Parliament. This photo was taken during that visit. I have also visited the Moroccan Parliament. Here is a photo from that visit, where the whole photo is showing here the late Moroccan King Al-Hassan al-Thani. I have also visited the Australian Parliament. Here is one of the photos from that visit. Also among the parliaments that I have visited was the Egyptian Parliament, where the full photo is showing the former Egyptian King, President Hosni Mubarak. And here is also a visit, a photo from a visit to the Egyptian Parliament, in addition to other parliaments that I have visited. Also during that time, the current chairman of the Shura Council has paid a visit to our directorate. After fully establishing the directorate with its different departments, I have been awarded another scholarship, a merit-based scholarship to study again in the UK for the PhD, and this time the scholarship was from the Islamic Development Bank, which belongs to the Islamic Conference. I have finished my PhD project, and I have defended the related thesis, where now I am waiting to be awarded the PhD certificate after normal corrections that I have been asked to make to the thesis after they will be approved. After the approval of these corrections, I will be awarded the PhD degree. In January 2011, I have returned to Bahrain with an ambitious plan to put Bahrain's parliament among the leading parliaments in implementing information technologies for boosting the the parliamentary operations. This plan is based on my PhD study, in which I have interviewed almost half of the parliament members, including a vice chairman from each of the houses. Shortly after returning to Bahrain, shortly after I have returned to Bahrain, the Arab Spring movements have erupted and reached my country, Bahrain, almost instantly, which wasn't an aberration for this small island nation. Events moved very fast, and suddenly I found myself dismissed from my work as part of related mass sackings. However, as I was watching in disbelief the dramatic developments unfolding in my country, I considered my case to be relatively insignificant. These shocking events brought to my mind a statement made by the Turkish Prime Minister, Mr. Recep Tayyip Erdogan, that contains a warning of a new Karbala happening in Bahrain. The tragedy of Karbala, in which the grandson of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his progeny, Imam Hussein, was martyred with his family by the tyrannical Umayyad ruler, or so-called Khalifa, Caliph Yazid I, took place in the 7th century. Needless to say that the insightful warning of Mr. Erdogan has not been heeded, and as the famous sayings goes, كل يوم عاشوراء وكل أرض كربلاء. Every day is Ashura, and every land is Karbala, where Ashura literally means the 10th, and it refers to the 10th day of the Islamic month of Muharram, the day in which Imam Hussein and his family were martyred. As in his loneliness in that scorching desert, Imam Hussein called out, "Hal min Nasr yansurana?" Is there anyone to help us? The people of Bahrain, who yearn to justice and dignity, are also calling out with these same words of Imam Hussein, who became a symbol of all of these high human values for people from different religions, backgrounds, and cultures from all over the world. These are my little daughters. They are granddaughters of Imam Hussein, as I am Sayyid, descending from Imam Hussein, and their mother also is descending from the Imam Hussein. They have the right to enjoy the wealth of this country, and this country of old history of ancient civilizations, has the right to be developed by its own people. It has the right to benefit from my experience and of the many years I spent abroad learning and training. So why I have to hit the streets as an unemployed person looking for a new job? I won't. I will not, as I have a right, and my people, these peaceful people who are demanding freedom and equality with non-violent means, have rights too. The community of civilized nations has a responsibility towards these people. This is an appeal to the international conscience and to the Secretary General of the United Nations for helping with this humanitarian situation. Thank you. Sayyid Jalal, Salman Hassan Nasser, Bahrain, August, Ramadan 2011.